Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to learn how to make these beautiful satin skirts. If this is what you're interested in, keep watching, like, share and subscribe. Thank you. So to get started, I used a Duchess fabric for this skirt and I went ahead to fold it into two like a triangle as if we're cutting a 180-degree flare. So I'm just using my tape rule to measure where I have my waist measurement divided by 4 plus maybe 1 inch sewing allowance or something. So I just measured that point. That's where I got my waist measurement plus my sewing allowance. So from there, I will mark my waist to my hip line, and then from there, I'm going to mark my waist to the full length of the skirt. And the full length of the skirt is 34. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark 34 like I'm marking a flare. I'm going to mark it all the way around. So I'm going to mark it like this, like I'm marking a flare. So I'll just pick it up 34, 34 all the way. I'm going over it again because I forgot to add. Remember the 34 inches is plus my sewing allowance, my folding allowance at the down. So make sure you add your folding allowance at the down as well. So I'll just continue marking it this way. And I guess I'll stop somewhere around there. So that's it. I'll just make a curve with it. Just connect all the 34s I've marked already, and it's going to come out like a curve. So I'll go ahead now and impute my measurements. So for my hip line, I'm supposed to start from my waist, but I don't know why I start from my hip. I'm putting my hip measurement plus 1 inch sewing allowance. I marked it there. I'll do the same thing to the waistline, 1 inch sewing allowance. And then for the fullness at the down, I don't want it to be very full because we don't want it to be a full flare. So here I marked 22 inches, but when I started sewing, I had to reduce it because the flare was like much for me. So I'll advise you use something like 18 inches when you are doing yours, depending on your size anyway. But this one is actually for a plus size, and 18 inches would actually work perfectly for her. So I just went ahead to connect it like this and I cut it round. Now because we're cutting on bias, there is every tendency that it's going to stretch when you are sewing. So this fabric stretched, it's Duchess so, but it ended up stretching a lot. So this sewing allowance I even added there, I had to take it out. I took it out completely. Please ignore this extra something I was adding. That was when I made it 22 inches. I made it 18 inches initially, then I went ahead to make it 22 inches because I felt it was small. But when I started sewing, I had to cut those parts off. So I would advise you just stick to 18 inches for the wideness of the skirt. So I just went ahead and started cutting it off. And I cut it out like this. And I cut it out. So this is my front. I'll go ahead and use the same pattern to cut my back, and I'm going to cut it exactly like this. We're not going to add zipper allowance because the zip is going to be at the side, not at the back of the skirt. So we're not going to add zipper allowance. We're going to use the sewing allowance that we already have to sew our zip. So there will be no need to add zipper allowance. So we'll just use this particular pattern the way it is like this, and we'll use it to cut out our back. This is me just trimming off the excess I have around that point when I cut. There are some excesses that was just coming out, so I had to just use my scissors to trim it off so that I can now go ahead and cut my back. So I'll just fold it up and use it to cut the back. So I'm going to fold the fabric the same way I folded the front. I'm going to fold this other fabric the same way too, and I will place it and cut the exact thing I cut. See the way I folded it? I wanted to show you guys, but don't know if you saw it, but just pick it as a triangle and then you fold. See, I'm placing it without adding any form of sewing allowance. So I'm just placing at the edge. I'll go ahead and cut out the exact pattern I have on the front. I'll just go ahead and cut it out. So this is it. I've cut it out. The front and the back, they are the same. So this is it. I'll go ahead now and cut out facing for this, and then we'll go over to the sewing machine. So this is my facing that I cut out, and I ironed interfacing on it. I just cut out a small piece and it's measured 7 inches. You can cut, but don't cut it smaller than 7 inches, but you can cut more. But this is just for the top too, because this skirt is not going to have a band. So I'll just go ahead now and turn the waistline. I'll turn it, just place it this way, right sides facing each other, and we'll go over to the sewing machine and stitch 1/2 inch all the way around, the waistline like this. I'll just stitch 1/2 inch and then I'll top stitch and turn it up. I'll do the same thing to the back and then I'll come and show you. So this is it. I have turned it and top stitched. I turned it and I top stitched on it like this. So this is it. I used my pressing iron to press it down and it's looking all fine and clean. So that's the back and this is the front. I did the same thing, top stitch on it. I'm going to place these two right sides fitting each other, and I'll go ahead and sew my sewing allowance down on the sides all the way down, and I'll come and show you what it looks like. But before then, I'm going to leave a space for my zip. So I marked 9 inches or 8 inches. You can mark 8 inches or 9 inches, the length of the zip, and then I'll just continue sewing I'll leave that 9 inches open and then I'll continue sewing the remaining one. So this is it. I've sewn it. I have sewn it and I've pressed it. I've sewn the side. I've gone ahead to fold my down. If you want a detailed tutorial on how to fold a circle and it will come out very neat and clean like this, comment in the comment section and I will show you how I did mine. So I've joined the other side too and I left that space. I'll go ahead now and fix my zipper on it, and when I'm done, that's the end of the skirt. So see the way it's looking fine and pretty. I couldn't get a full video of the skirt when it was worn because this wasn't my size. I made it for a customer and I couldn't get a video of it. So but this is what it looks like. It's looking fine and the tutorial is quite simple and straight to the point. If this tutorial was helpful, like, share, give it a thumbs up and comment in the comment section. See you in my next video. Bye.